You all seem to know what was going on at all times when I was growing up, if I could remember correctly. But now, 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 who's the right one? Now, who's the right one? I am. Oh man, I'm just fucking with ya. I'm just fucking here. You know what? We'll put you. What direction do I want to put you in today? So this is what I'm. This. Is what I'm gonna do with you. I'm gonna place you right here, atop of the orange. No, on a regular day, I wouldn't do this. But today's not a regular day. Today's an extraordinary day. And now, I got my bottle of... I'm popping bottles over here, motherfucker. We don't waste shit in here, man. I got my orange. That's the smell of life right there. Apples and oranges. And what else do we got going on here? A bucket full of happiness and peace of mind. Even though, oh, I lost my job, by the way. And I'm still, I mean, why? I'm not, it's not arrogance. It's just, it's excellence, actually. Excellence. That job that I work, man, what an excellent place to work. But now, I'm still, I'm not sweating. Some people would lose a job, and then for like a week after that, it's like a week of depression where they're like, well, you know what? That doesn't assist you at all. And I noticed in the past, and it never served me in the past. I went through that maybe one time. McDonald's, my first job, was when I lived in a camper. I lived in a little pop-up camper and got my ass handed to me for taking my homeboy who got out of the pens fitted cap when he wasn't looking. And he was my roomie inside that fucking camper for like, it was my camper for the beginning. It was actually their camper, but it was their family's camper. But it's a little pop-up what the fuck was the name of that thing? Oh my god, it was only for like one person. It just had like a little table in it and like a place for one person to sleep. That was it. Man, that thing. I put a cooler in there. I fucking did what I had to do. Got lunch meat for sandwiches, got bread, got cheese, I fucking did what I had to do, and I lived in that camper until I got kind of on my feet, and then I got that job at McDonald's, and that's when I kind of like basically stepped my game up, as like a young man. This is when I was like 17. I was 17 years old. So this is a little while ago. I did, and that was my first job. I remember I remember that job. I was like, it was the first time I ever had like a on the books job. Other than that, I had tried to formulate other ways to make money as a young man while not harming anyone. I was especially conscious of how I affected other people even as a young man. People that know me will tell you that, probably. People that have known me in the past will probably tell you that that's the truth. They'll tell you, he didn't want to harm people, and he tried his best to serve the people that he did justly, because I know that that's more profitable. It works out better. It just does. I don't know why it seems so hard to everybody just to get along. Why does it gotta be that hard? I make jokes about it badly. I'm very arrogant sometimes, and sometimes people see my humor and they think it's serious. They think I'm really like that, really that crazy. But truth is inside, I see everything, and I just kind of make fun of it sometimes, because people they don't get along. People fight. People cause drama amongst each other, and they always find flaws with one another. Always find whatever they don't. There is a dissolution of things right now. There are certain people that stand out, but I mean, if everyone was like that, if everyone had a more aware understanding, things would just be better. It really would. People would have less problems, and they'd communicate better, because they used to do that when people actually had culture. Maybe not even 50 years ago, when people actually used to communicate and come together and do things and have actual communities. It wasn't that different, but it was a little bit more different. People were more awake. People have dumbed down. You all have dumbed down. You've all been staring in your phones and TVs too long, and your video games. The truth. That's why I let go of that shit when I was 15 or 16. I said, I did it kind of out of, sometimes I let it, I got a phone just for, I got a phone, never really because I wanted it, but it turned into, more of this thing is useful. I got it for purpose, not to play with. So, and then I let go of it still for a while. Even when I got a little older, 18, for a while there, there was times where I just let go of having a phone at all. Having a cell phone, having any kind of, maybe I always had a laptop with me, because I wanted to stay connected to my ability to create and store my ideas. But, at the same time, I burn, let me talk about the fucking laptops. Fuck. It's in my mind. That's all that matters. It's about what we live as and our experience of life. Being awake and aware is something that it's you can feel gifted by it, but it shouldn't be reserved only for certain people. It should be given freely and even to those who seemingly don't deserve it, it's not your choice to choose whether or not they deserve it. If they did something to not deserve knowledge, what's knowledge going to do for that person? What's the worst it's going to do? Help them get better? Don't be stupid. Can't cut people off from knowledge, Can't cut you, or not that you can't cut them off, but it's been done. It has been done. It's been going on. And now we're starting to find there are more generalized solutions to it now that are kind of being, put out there. People are actually supporting these ideas and these movements, and they're starting to take effect. Get ready, big business, because things are going to change. Get ready, markets and stocks. Get ready, trades. Get ready. It's changing. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. It's the truth. You know? People are changing. Ever changing world. The leaf falls from the tree. The seed sprouts, grows root into the ground, grows into a plant, and the plant becomes a little baby plant. The little baby plant grows into an adult plant, and then the adult plant becomes it flowers, and then it drops some more seeds, and then the plant dies. It goes back in the earth, and the cycle repeats. And the constant cycle of change that exists is what allows life to go on. And without change itself, we wouldn't have life. So change is an excellent thing. The more changes, the more prosperity we have. The more money moves, the more things we experience. The more people experience things, the more we have to do, because money being stored is like saying this one person is so important. One single man or woman couldn't be so important, not in comparison to what so many could do. If we take this and spread it out and let people accomplish what they're capable of. It's really just logic. You know, if there's anything I could adopt from any one person, it would be the trait of selflessness that I've seen in my friend Eli Morad, who came from Lebanon, who's a guy who probably has seen and experienced a lot more than most average everyday people like you or I. He led a red beret team per se. He led his own Peace Corps per se, his own scouts, and people respected him where he was. People in his country respected him. He was someone that did great things, and he knew purpose. He knew great purpose. And to this day, even though he moves, he can fly anywhere for free. That's just a little perk he's got. But even to this day, he still gets called out like once every twice a year or once a year. He gets called, hey, come, or not like that, but they fly him out to the country, and he sits in these political meetings and stuff, and he's all dressed up, and to me he's a lion. He treats me like his son. But to you he can be an example. He's somebody that in his country he did great things just in his youth and then coming up. Then he married and he came to America, started businesses, started investing, started learning more and more and more, learning, and then he seen me. He knew I knew this little tidbit that I'm gonna share with you. I don't know if he knew that this is the way I thought of it, but he knew I knew something. Because I know that I love elderly people. Because they're, even though their bodies are starting to deteriorate, not that even some of their sometimes mind is stronger than anything, because I see amazing feats, and it's only from certain amazingly willed individuals, people with dragon force will, that can seemingly do anything. Some people can do anything because they have a power that is granted to them through their connection with the truest source of what they are. So, even though the body starts to deteriorate, the person inside that mind is full of knowledge, full of wisdom and money. It's full of time saved. This is a lesson that, it's a human lesson that should be passed down from me to my young ones and to you and your generations beyond. This is human. This is human language. This is the truth. So, I just got off the deep end there for a second. It really, it's deep, my friend. It's deep. It's deep. The love for passing on knowledge and seeking it from the elders, the trust relationship and worthiness is another factor. Path chosen, another factor. Decided outcome, another factor. This all boils into part of the equation that is what creates your outcome, which is ultimately when I say outcome, I do it in levels, because one outcome is like you've reached an understanding of I've achieved where I'm happy almost. You're like happy, I've succeeded at something. When you feel that success, you should immediately ward yourself of it. Forget that you even had it, and just say to yourself, and instead you'll feel it twice again. If you do that, if you feel success, you feel good. I did good. Good job. You want to pat yourself on the back? Just be like no, and just ward yourself of it. Like you didn't succeed, and instantly it'll mirror back and bounce back twice and hit you with double time power, and you'll be like, it'll bounce back and it'll hit you, and you'll be like, holy fuck, I can do this. And then you go do it the second time, you go do it again. You know what I mean? You go out there and you feel like you did something, you feel good, you succeed, you go out there and you do it again, you do it harder, do it don't forget that you did it the first time. Go out there, do it better. Do it better. And every time that happens, do it again. Forget that you succeeded and step to the next level. Keep moving the fuck up. That's what life's about. No matter what you're doing. Do what you love, of course. You know, if we just lived free, we'd probably find more space and time to be just like frolic free in the land and go out in the woods and be like, oh, do what I love. I'm gonna go start a tribe in the fucking woods and, you know, create my own, like, way of life. Like, you know, create your own little fucking world, if you could. But the reality of things is, you know, life works a certain way according to the rules that are placed before us in this world that we exist in. So even though we have, you know, our own unique traits, we still have to boil into the equation the other factors that exist that are outside of us, you know, and our doing. So, or our likes and wants. You know, it's not about what you like or what you want. It's about what do you have to do. What is your purpose? How do you get there? Alright, I think I'm done. 21 minutes. Got this orange. It's probably like, it's like midnight, I think. Midnight. I'm not tripping. Fuck. Why would I trip about something? You know, y'all, there's no point in tripping over shit. You know, I've been thinking about this for years. Let me hit you with another little tidbit. Everybody fucking quit their job, all these businesses would crash. And guess what? Yeah, there might be a little bit of confusion for a while, but we'd figure it out ourselves. Dude, we all got this shit. We know how to fix our own shit. Alright? There's enough junkyard fucking cars that we could fucking get it together and build our own. Well, dude, we could. Let's be real. Let's be real. We the people, if we wanted to, we could take this bitch over. Now, truth is, people will say, oh, well, they'll kill us. And yeah, you're probably right. They'll probably kill us. But at the same time, when it comes to certain, fuck, man. Fuck, I better duck. I'm laying down, Holmes.